use as ideas, and then I just transpose those into different keys. Spring has finally sprung in Britain. I have left the house for the first time, I think, since October without wearing a coat. Okay, I'm wearing a YouTube jacket, but it's not a coat. It's actually warm enough not to be wearing a coat, which, well, it is only about 7 degrees right now, but it is going to warm up and it is going to be a nice day today. The sad thing is I'm going to be stuck inside for a lot of it. Our man in Paris very patiently asked me a question a while ago about transcribing and learning everything in all 12 keys. And I'm going to answer that question in a moment, but first I've got to get to my 9:30 meeting, and it's now 9:31. So I've just had an email notification from the Associated Board, who I do all my exams with. I've spoken a lot more about music exams here and in several other vlogs, but it's sad to say I've had 100% pass rate for all my students in over 15, actually about 17 years now of teaching. Never had anybody fail, but I always get very nervous when I get this email because there'll always be one that does fail. Full set of passes, all with merit or above. Fantastic, well done students. I'm going to do a session today for someone, and this is the stereo track, the start of it, that kind of basic thing. And what is really annoying is I want to listen to it on my HomePod, but there is no way playing the file from Dropbox I can get it to play it. Just wants to screen mirror, it won't. Apple, I love you, but, well, I don't love you, you know what I mean, but this needs sorting out. I can. My main reason for playing this is because there's no music for this, I've got to kind of work it all out myself, so the more I listen to it, the easier it will get. This evening, because I'm going to do it this evening because it's so nice outside, I'm going to put off some of this work till later on tonight. It will be easier for me to be able to process what I want to play. I've already got the idea. It's kind of, for me, it kind of feels a bit more like Paul Simon, Michael Brecker kind of. They're building 18 new houses behind us. Ugh. How they're going to fit 18 houses in this tiny bit of land, I do not know. So it's a question for the Q&A. Have you ever transcribed a solo in all 12 keys? Which one? And then when the follow-up, when I forgot to answer it, he said, please can you talk a bit at some point about how you did it? As a chunk of work, for instance, you do it all by ear? Did you work on them slowly and bring them up to speed? Would you learn it in C and then move into D flat? Okay, what I want to do is just very quickly, because I'm not going to give you the full thing because it requires a lot longer time than I can cover in a vlog. But essentially, number one, yes, by ear. Every solo I transcribe, I can sing it. In fact, I've said in other vlogs, I remember distinctly when I was talking about, say, Blue Train, which was the first CD I ever owned, I can sing almost everybody's solo off that recording, particularly Blue Train, Lazy Bird, Moment's Notice. I can't play all of them. I need to practice, and that's the purpose of practice, to try and get what's in here out of here, okay? But the first thing is to be able to sing it. If you can't sing it, you're going to really struggle. If I would say you're not going to be able to play it, you've got to be able to sing it, internalize it. I've only really done, if I'm truthfully honest, 2 of these solos in all 12 keys. I did do Giant Steps once in all 12 keys, but that was over 10 years ago and I can't remember it now. But what I want to do is just talk about a very simple solo, which is Lester Young's All of Me solo with Billie Holiday. The other one I did was Zeus Sims over Autumn Leaves, and I'd highly recommend Autumn Leaves as the one to do, as I said in this vlog here, about kind of using Autumn Leaves as a practice vehicle to be able to get around your 251s. Anyway, here's this Lester Young one, if I can remember it. So what I'll do is I'll take different sections of it. So the opening lick. Okay, well, what are the main building blocks of that lick is what I'll be asking myself. And because I've taught this one as well, I've kind of processed a lot more of it in my head. So that feels like an E minor triad. You know, the basic building blocks of that are B, G and E, with like a little bit of turnaround note. So in terms of, this is in G on the tenor, F concert. So E is the 6th chord, okay? Okay, for me that's like an A minor 7, or a, yeah, it's A minor 7 or C6. And let's take it into the key it's in the real book, which is C concert. So it's our D major on the tenor. So immediately I'm thinking of a B minor triad, okay? And then you're sort of moving on from that. I'm trying to think of hooks, of ways I can use as ideas, and then I just transpose those into different keys. You know, so if I wanted to say take it into F, so down a step from what it normally is, well then I'm thinking of a D minor. And I'm using the arpeggios, or the 7th chords, as a way of hooking myself in and letting my ear take me the rest of the way. And then you do that through the rest of it. Finally, on the last little bit of this All of Me solo from Lester, he plays this lovely little lick at the end, which is going up an A minor 7 chord and down a B flat augmented triad. Okay, so if I take that into the key of C concert, that's D on the tenor, I need to be thinking of an E minor triad followed by an F augmented, sorry, an E minor 7 followed by an F augmented. And that's how I'm processing it. I'm, first of all, got it in by ear, and I have to have it by ear. Secondly, I'm looking, excuse me, I'm looking for arpeggiated patterns, something I know already that I can latch onto and go, ah, it's that, and then kind of filling in the rest behind it. I hope that makes sense. I need to go and practice this in a few more keys. So the producer for this track, it's a really interesting concept actually. Let me make sure I'm in focus. He wants like a Muzak kind of feel, elevator music, and then moves into something else. I'm thinking with the elevator stuff, he might want me to actually play it on soprano, but he hasn't said that. So I'm going to do a pass on tenor, and then I'll whack another take on with soprano for him. I finish it, I Dropbox it, send him the invoice, and job done. If you want to know more about my 21st century session musician lifestyle, watch this vlog. Now they do say in Britain that if you ever wanted to close the country down, you don't close down the pubs, you close down the curry houses. And as the cat is away, the mouse is going to have his favourite food. And that is a really good curry. You'll be alright. Hi, a telephone order for Dan, please. Dan. Thanks. Hello there. Thank you very much. I've had many a curry in there at night, and on the way out, having had a few too many cobras, smashed my head on the top of the door, so I'm always careful to duck when I get out. Anyway, let's get this home, get it eaten, and then watch Dunkirk. I think something very manly for tonight. I really have to eat this now. So thank you very much for watching today's vlog. I hope you found it useful. Give it a like. Make sure you check out my last vlog here. This is what I was up to this time last year. And please hit subscribe and hit the bell so you know immediately when I've launched a new video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you really soon. Bye bye.